There's a version of you trying to emerge through this pain of what you've recently been through. My kid and my niece are playing, so you might hear them. You've recently went through something, and I feel like at first it might have been a breakup, a loss of a job. You might have been forced to move suddenly. Some sort of loss of stability or something that fulfilled you. And even if it didn't feel fulfilling to you, it was very comfortable for you. This came out reversed, but this is one of my favorite cards because the Five of Cups, you can see the man is focusing on the 3 empty cups in front of him. They have spilt out. And he's looking sad, almost like a little kid who dropped their ice cream cone. Is that a deer? I don't know what that is. ADHD, sorry. You guys might have ADHD. Anyways, but they haven't, and there's part of the message. He's so focused on the 3 cups in front of him that have spilled, he's completely unaware of the 2 behind him. And I always say, you don't know what was in these cups. If the only thing you've ever been given to drink was dirty water, that's all you had to drink your whole life. You never had anything else. You thought you had 3 cups full of dirty water to drink for this journey you're on. And then they spill out. You're like, what the hell? What am I going to drink? I'm going to be so thirsty. But behind you is 2 full cups of the most pure water. This water one sip will last you a week because it's so nourishing and so full of minerals. So what I'm trying to say, I just saw 222. Maybe some of you are in divine union, or this is about, for some of you, separation from a divine union, a divine counterpart. But it's because there's so much beauty and love and abundance to come from this initial sadness that you have felt. And since this came out reversed, I feel like you're already coming out of this. You're already seeing, it's almost like a 2 of Wands energy. Like you're seeing the bigger perspective of it all. So yes, this version that's trying to emerge through this pain. What is this? What is this blessing? What is this reward? See, I said earlier the 2 of Wands. I'm going to pull that because it obviously wanted to come out. When you first went through this breakup, this loss, this pain, this heartache, like I said, you might have been very mad with the creator. You might have been like, seriously, after all I've done for you, like, why would you allow this betrayal, this, what am I going to do about my finances? My heart's broke, or you got ill, whatever it is. God is saying, just wait, just wait. It's almost like he's like, just wait, just wait. Some of you might be stonies. I just saw 420 and 419. So this new perspective is part of this blessing. That might have been a message in and of itself to be careful driving too during Mercury retrograde. Yeah, all of these upside down insinuate that you're coming out of this energy, this sadness. You went out on this journey alone. You've really matured. Like within the past, especially few months, a lot of us have went through some huge shifts. It's getting hot. I might have to turn on my car for a second. Since like right before the eclipse season, really Lionsgate. So it's like you already see, you have the world in the palm of your hands. You're seeing why this had to happen from a higher perspective, but you're still developing the self-empowerment to make that first step. Like you see how he's no longer looking. He knows where he's going. He's looking straight at it. He's seen the bigger picture. He knows his next step. So your solar plexus is 2 inches above your belly button, and it deals with confidence, empowerment. That might be a message for some of you to work on that. Your ability to assert yourself, not feeling overly guilty for things that you can't freaking control, or for things that happened in the past that keep someone feeling disempowered. What blessing is coming after they've endured this heartbreak and they've grown? I asked the Most High, what blessing is coming in for this collective? They went on the journey. I'm hearing they cried. They cried and cried and cried. Some of you might have punched things, punched your car seat, punched a pillow. You had to move some emotion out of your body is what I'm getting. Yeah, you were in hermit mode. You were very, very diligent. about this whole process. You could see the little glimpses of hope throughout the whole journey, little things that made you feel like, oh, okay, I saw this synchronicity. I know what this means. Or I just got this gift coming in. Oh my God, I have this. Little things are happening. Hold on, I need to pause this. Let your girl cool off for a second and I'll finish this. It's going to be a good one. Okay, so yeah, like this heartbreak for many of you. That doesn't have to be romantic. It could be a friend or family member broke your heart. Oftentimes, I feel like this represents either a third party or 3 people breaking your heart or 3 different incidences. They say deaths happen in 3. So maybe for some of you, unfortunately, this was like 3 people, or maybe like a pet and somebody you cared about and maybe another being that passed. But you're coming out of these times of feeling broke, of feeling destitute, desperate. Like you see how they're walking in the snow barefoot. They have their feet wrapped and this guy's using crutches, and it's like you're coming out of this energy. All of these cards insinuate coming out of this energy. Okay? Yes, the heartbreak is still there and still very real, but that's what hermit mode has been for. Like I said, people might have spoken ill on your name. There might have been smear campaigns. What's the advice for this collective moving forward? To keep the blessings rolling in. We see that something's coming, but so some of you might be having a person from the past coming back in. This can mean reconciliation, renewal of love. This could be a new beginning for some of you, a love offer coming in. But for many of you, like I said, I feel like it's somebody from the past, perhaps a divine union. Maybe this is what this is insinuating. Spirit, clarify if this is about a divine union and separation. Did something fall? The fuck? The fuck? What the hell? Sharon. Oh my God. This one peeked out. Ace of Cups reversed, which means when it's upright, it's a new beginning in love. When it's reversed, it can mean blocked emotion. So yeah, it could mean these blocked emotions are what's preventing this new beginning. But yeah, for many of you, it could be abundance for some of you, wealth, but I'm getting for most of you, it is some sort of love returning. Oops. Yeah, this other person in your life, maybe if some of you are in separation, they're kind of refusing to do the work right now. What's the advice for this collective, Spirit? I might have to do a part 2.